Good afternoon. My name is Brianne Zaremba, and today my group members and I will be speaking about the topic of communication in a diverse workplace. Today we will discuss exactly what communication in a diverse workplace means, the importance of understanding the topic and the various situations in the actual work environment, well-known companies that incorporate this idea versus companies that do not, and lastly, the benefits for the success of your business to incorporate this subject area. So, to start, what exactly is communication in a diverse workplace? It's the exchange of information between various individuals with different backgrounds. Employees in the workplace need to start to understand and to adapt to one's cultural differences. Today's workplace is made up of many different people and cultures, so it's eager to understand how to interact with each other and work on others' needs. So, in order to keep a well operating workplace, employees must be willing to adjust to others' needs, values, and ideas to incorporate this idea. Moving on to cultural groups. These include race and ethnicity, social class, generational differences, regional differences, disabilities, sex, and gender. So, first, we'll start with race and ethnicity. So, this is the communication style that is made up of individual and cultural traits. Social class is the individual values, communication skills, and work ethics vary between the different classes. Generational differences is individuals from different time periods have different values, expectations, and ways of communication. Regional differences include accents and facial expressions that vary through different cultures and can have different meanings. Disabilities is an individual that is physically or mentally impaired and is limited to the performance requirements. And sex and gender is the biological sex of an individual and the different perceptions made about them in the workplace. With that, individuals in the workplace, whether you are an employee or manager, should really understand the different cultures that is made up in your company. It can be very beneficial to the success of your business as all employees and managers will be working as a team.
Next, we'll be talking about the importance of communication in the workplace. Good communication fulfills three functions within organizations, including coordination, the transmission of information, and sharing emotions and feelings. A diverse workplace can also come with misunderstandings. Good communication can prevent disruptive conflict or distractions. Effective communication can improve collaboration and teamwork, which ultimately creates productivity. And the more people you have working together, the more creative that they can get. Diversity can lead to more creative solutions. Having good solutions to problems in the workplace can create innovation. Engaging and including everybody in the company's task can increase employee morale. This motivates employees and can lead to a higher job satisfaction, which can ultimately lead to a lower turnover rate. Next, we'll be talking about using effective communication in a diverse workplace and situations where communication might benefit your company. Language barriers are an issue in a diverse workplace. Finding different channels of communication that work for all parties will increase understanding and productivity. If there is a language barrier, other forms of communication must be applied to best fit the employer so they can give their best work. Another issue may be exclusion. So, including all diversities is a solution. Engaging and including everyone in the company's tasks can increase employee morale. This motivates employees and can lead to higher job satisfaction. Punctuality may be an issue within the cultures of your diverse workplace. In whatever communication channel works best for all parties, be direct and clear all time in dates and meetings for tasks. Some cultures do not find it disrespectful to be late, while others may find it to be offending. So, being clear on any expectations is important. Constructive versus critical feedback. Some cultures deliver feedback differently, so making sure that feedback is presented in a certain way and clarifying any issues or non issues is important when communicating in a diverse workplace.
All right, so I'm going to be talking about two companies that use diversity well and poorly within their company standards. Now, the first company would be Nike, and this would be an example of a company that does communication and diversity well. So, Nike is a sports marketing company that sells athletic clothing, equipment, gear, and accessories. And they have a very inclusive recruitment process, and it is designed to attract representatives of all ethnic backgrounds and social communities. And they also offer internships and other training opportunities through something called employee resource groups, which are simply intended to encourage diversity in terms of their company culture and their practices. Now, Nike also invests in low-income communities, and they hold support programs to raise money and promote youth athletic development. And a good example of this would be their Made to Play program, which is intended to prioritize physical activity and just nutritional health for children. Their advertisement campaigns incorporate all kinds of athletes and who have all kinds of diverse backgrounds to promote their products. And on those products and on their clothing lines, they use motivational slogans and mottos that represent their company. So, a couple examples of some athletes who represent Nike and who have deals with Nike would be LeBron James, and he grew up in a low-income community in Ohio, being raised by a single mother. Another example would be Serena Williams, who overcame financial struggles growing up in Compton, and she was someone who dealt with gender and racial equality issues. And they both have long-term deals with Nike that are designed to give back and support their communities, and they're also both considered some of the greatest athletes in their respective sport. Now, a company that handles diversity poorly would be Tesla, and Tesla is an automotive and electrical manufacturing company, and they design, process, and service vehicles and other energy systems. So, a bit of a background of what their problem has been. They have faced many allegations and lawsuits for claims about sexual harassment, racial profiling, and a lack of diversity in terms of their hiring processes and management practices. So, to get specific, in 2021, an elevator operator sued Tesla for $137 million, and he alleged racial slurs and an overall hostile work environment discrimination. Later that year, a woman filed a complaint, and she basically said that their environmental culture was similar to one of a frat house, and her and other women were constantly subjected to inappropriate behavior and being harassed by male colleagues. So, in terms of improvement for their company, since those two incidents, which were both in 2021, Tesla has taken steps toward improving their culture and reputation for diversity, and they now publish annual diversity reports, and they are more committed their hiring programs to being more inclusive and workplace friendly.
When it comes to the workplace, communication is extremely beneficial. It enhances teams' collaboration. By communicating, it fosters better understanding among team members, and it reduces misunderstandings and encourages collaboration of shared goals. Another is that it provides productivity and efficiency. By communicating effectively, communication ensures that the task, expectations, priorities are clearly defined, minimizing errors, enabling employees to work more efficiently. Also, builds trust and morale. Open communication creates a transparent work environment where employees feel valued, heard, and boosts trust and job satisfaction and morale. There are situations in the company where communication can also be useful, such as when working on a project collaboration and teamwork by talking and sharing ideas, make sure everyone knows what to do and when it's due. This helps the team work smoothly and finish the project on a timely fashion. Another is conflict resolution. An example is if two coworkers don't agree, talking things out can help. This allows them to understand each other and find a solution that works for everybody. Providing and receiving feedback. Without feedback, nobody knows how they'll improve, or they don't know how they did. So a boss or a project leader can help an employee do better by explaining what's working and what needs to improve. Employees can also share their ideas and ask for help when needed.
That concludes our presentation about communication in a diverse workplace. Thank you for listening.